I'm not sure if you guys have seen it yet, but I sure have. The XRP price is back at $2.60. What? Let's quickly check it out. $2.68. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so back. We are so back. We've been talking about how the XRP price has been in an amazing uptrend relative to Bitcoin for a while now. All right, we established that the bottom was made roughly at the end of the year, and thus far, versus Bitcoin, we're up 30% or so in the past 2 weeks, and against the dollar, let's just quickly go ahead and check it out. We are also up, let's quickly check it out, roughly 35% as of this point, so that is pretty damn astonishing just by the start of the year. So as it currently stands, XRP just hit its highest price of the year, but if you're wondering, right now, we're getting towards some very, very crucial resistances. We have gone past the previous top, right? So past the December 7th, December 8th. That was one of the most crucial tops to get over. We have passed that as it currently stands, right? We got rejected there earlier today. No, that was actually not today. That was the 12th. Times start to like dribble into one another. It was the 12th that we got rejected over there. As it currently stands, we are facing the resistance at roughly $2.70. And you know what it means, ladies and gents? The moment that we cross that, the only level that's watching for us is the local high at $2.85 to $2.90. Basically that area. And I told you already that from the way in which things are currently going, it's looking as if from here on forward, we're just going to keep rushing through and most likely just break through, or I should say break above those previous levels, get above the $2.90 mark, and break the $3 mark for once and for all. Again, we have changed from mostly a downtrend over the past couple of days, couple of weeks, whatever you want to call it, to right now an uptrend. And again, the uptrend, in my opinion, started this December 31st or December 30th. And right now, again, as I told you all, we broke out and we are starting a better structure, or at least a positive structure or an uptrending structure. You get it. So it's basically as we described over on Bluefin. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I still have the trades open. Right now, the profit is getting juicier and juicier. You want to know a fun fact? This was at a loss not too long ago. And right now, we're almost up $20,000 on the $8,000 we put in. Virtuals is doing okay. Put $3,000 in, $1,500 up. And Bitcoin, we put $4,000 in. With 15 times leverage though, and we are up $2,000 or so just now. I just quickly opened Bybit to see how the trade is doing over there, and we're also still doing pretty good. We put in $1,300 and we're up $36,000 or $37,000 as it currently stands. We already took about $21,000 worth of profit because we started this with $2,000, but of course this was way earlier at like 70 or even before that, I think, since. So yeah, if you're wondering how did we make such crazy amounts of profit, well, it was leverage. And if, by the way, you're also looking to trade, I've got a link down below to Bluefin. And right now we're giving away 2 iPhone 16s in the next about 10 days. So if you want to sign up, link is down below. You have to have traded though to be eligible, but all the info you can find right here on the screen. 10 days, I'll be giving 2 people an iPhone 16 worth of dollars. So check it out. Like I said, link is down below. Now, to continue back on the story, I will say that leverage is often a make or break type of debacle. And you can see even on this account, I did not buy recently. Oh, we're pumping again. 268. Oh, I should just live stream this, really. You know what? I'll publish this video right now. But if we break through and go past like let's just quickly say 272 or something like that, I will most likely start another stream. So make sure you put that notification bell on because, man, this is so exciting to watch. I don't know if everybody has that or if it's just me being so overly optimistic with these things that makes every single move so exciting. But to me, this is just some of the most amazing things to watch. I can't think of anything better to do than watch these charts, partially because I have the trades open. But even if I didn't and the price starts pumping like that, my bags are filled, ladies and gents, so I'm loving to see it. Okay, 267. Ah, man, I'm debating now. Live stream, no live stream. Oh, I've already started the recording now, though. I was talking about, though, because I wanted to say a whole story, but I'll just quickly summarize it. As we're inching closer and closer towards, I would say, the end of January, first of all, more is necessary from the SEC side, as next week, they're done for. They're over. And I still can't understand people that would sell just before the SEC changes, just before Trump comes in, but I talked about that previous video. Just want to quickly say that on the SEC front, a couple of interesting things have just happened. Let me quickly go ahead and find Mr. Brad Garlickhouse. So just a little bit ago, right, the CLO of Ripple, the chief legal officer, said on January 20th, Gensler's war on crypto ends at the SEC. We asked the SEC to agree to postpone the filing of their opening brief in their appeal of our victory, as the current deadline is tomorrow. And they refused. What a waste of time and taxpayer dollars. Nevertheless, we are confident in our position on appeal and look forward to working with the new SEC leadership to resolve this matter. And that is, again, like I described earlier, Ripple SEC's appeal approaches critical deadline and they just don't want to change it, which is quite peculiar to me. I don't really understand why they wouldn't change it, why they wouldn't go for that. And Brett Garlinghouse also commented on the situation, stating, Gensler, very much on brand, completely dismissive of the 2024 election and the American public, fully commits to its failed regulation by enforcement agenda till the bitter, bitter end. Hashtag sad. And even Joey Swole says, what a waste of freaking time and tax dollars, because there's only 6 days till he's gone, so why, right? Why, if he's only going to stay around for a few more days, why would he commit so hard? I really don't understand it. I guess at some point he has to just embrace the idea of once you've committed and you've locked in on something, you stick with it, right? And I do get his sentiments. I mean, if I really committed to something for many, many years, everybody hated me for it. I understand if now at some point I bittered so much that I wouldn't change my mind anymore. Right? So from Gensler's side, I can kind of understand the man has been so bitter for so many years, has been so harsh on everything. He's not letting go in his last days, and we got to give him some credit for that, all right? It's a douchebag move, complete waste of money, and extremely stupid, but you got to admire this guy for not letting go. He doesn't care about anybody. And the whole internet is clowning on him. Every single comment is just people laughing and saying, what are you doing? And he just commits again and again and again. I would have crumbled a long time ago. I got to commend this man for staying so freaking solid in that. Anyway, some interesting thing happened as well today. So he went on an interview. And you know, that is kind of funny that he basically states that Bitcoin is kind of like gold was in the past.
Yeah, I think that I think that Bitcoin is a highly speculative, volatile asset, but with 7 billion people around the globe, 7 billion people want to trade it, just like we do have gold for 10,000 years. We have Bitcoin. It might be something else in the future as well. Right. These other thousands of projects need to show their use case and show that they actually have fundamentals underlying them, or they won't persist, Joe.
Oh my God, you own
that's
Bitcoin.
Where the public. That's why the public needs disclosure.
That's what it's.
I don't.
You love
I've
it.
never owned.
You love it. You don't like those other coins.
I've never owned any of these, and I've been consistent for 7 or 8 years on this.
Well, now you can, because you won't be a SEC chair anymore.
Maybe, right? Maybe just that is why he's so bitter about it, because he missed the boat, because he started talking about it years ago and never decided to buy. Because at that point, I believe he was allowed to, right? So maybe it's just bittered him from the inside because he refused to get a hold of those coins. And now he's thinking, you know what? If I didn't make money on it, nobody can. And I do respect the man for that. I do respect him for that as well. Man, I'm having a wonderful time thinking of Gary Gensler's motives here. Because how can you commit so many years for some oh, man. Okay, by the way, I'm still watching XRP as well as it currently stands, 267, so it is juicy, but yeah, you know where we're headed next, right? Most likely, I've already been saying it for a couple of days, most likely, we're just going to push through if Bitcoin doesn't give up here. And the thing is, I've told you this a long time ago already. I'm not selling XRP at any one of these tops, not because it's not a good moment to sell. Even right now at 267, I often tell people, if you're a little bit uncomfortable, sell a good chunk and leave some. But to me, what is this going to do, right? This is a very small trade. We're not really benefiting anything here. This is not flexing. This is just me explaining my story. What I want is to catch another bid on the massive breakout, just like we kind of did for the Bybit trade here. So again, this was a very minuscule trade. It's extremely small. You can see we only put $1,000 in, but still it was able to catch us $40,000 in profit. Or actually, it was $2,000 to almost $60,000. So if we just catch another pretty good opportunity here, we could again flip this $8,000, which is 4 times as much, hopefully into something a little bit more juicy. Because again, this right now is an $88,000 trade, and the other one was, I think, like a $13,000 trade or so. So it's significantly bigger. Hopefully, we can get some crazy going here. That's kind of what I'm waiting for. 269 almost in. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going crazy. If it keeps going, I'll start up a stream. Yeah, I have to.